And they're all set as they'll match up with the Cleveland Browns. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
All right, here we go.
They'll go with a keeper.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Mixon with a first down carry. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 35-yard line. Here's a give to Mixon. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. In for the score. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Extra point safely through, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go play action here on 1st down. Now he's forced out left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
And another example of why Baker Mayfield went #1 in the draft. His ability to confound defensive coordinators. They played him for the pass. They covered it well. He takes off with his legs and scrambles for a big gain.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Geno Atkins, the Pro Bowler, in there on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now Mayfield. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carlos Dunlap in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands. Guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulated.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Green brings it in. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Now let's go. Green, 39. Green.
They'll set up a throw. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. 7 yards on the quick slant and a 1st down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one. But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
All right, here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Giovanni Bernard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. The extra point up and good. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A give. This is Chubb. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Now he'll let it go deep right. And got his man complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there on 3rd down for the Browns. 59 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. It was Jordan Evans making the play defensively.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter games turn into bigger runs.
Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are back within a score. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Bailey now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bengals getting set to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Green's got it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They're going to look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Malone. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
Out of the gun now on third down. Got a man. It's Ross, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guys.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. E.J. Gaines the one that time to knock it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So a minute 55 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there for the Browns. 42 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll give it to Chubb. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
He'll get it up the middle. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Browns have cut it back within a score.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And he's not going to get in. as a try for two comes up empty, so they will be unable to cut this to a field goal as the differential remains 5. Bailey now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, complete. That's Malone. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Back to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
All right, here we go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. As they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down.
Blue 90. Blue 90.
Looking to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And his kick is right. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
No. Check. Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Play fake. Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete. David Njoku was the intended receiver, and it's third down.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, run in the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Jesse Bates, the rookie safety, his first pick in the league. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Detroit! Detroit! Set! 319! 319!
They'll set up to throw. Going deep downfield for... That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 36 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, ah!
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Mayfield off the play fake. Buying time to his left. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. And that is incomplete here. He was looking for Landry that time, and now it's 2nd down.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Mayfield now on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's got his tight end in Njoku. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. He has a 1st down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left. Contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Mayfield with it once more. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Macklin. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get him.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Carlos Dunlap in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. And Bailey able to knock it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Blue landed.
Back to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie Denzel Ward.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside of the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Sean Williams that time in on the stop. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Gun!
2nd down, Mayfield. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, a 22.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
They'll run it with Johnson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Back now in Cincinnati.
Gun! All right, now, lucky 56.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. He's going to launch this thing way down. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down, Johnson able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Mayfield to throw it. Steps away to his left. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Mayfield down. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bengals will get the football back. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Green brings it in, and they're able to bring him down at the 20. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now the Bengals on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll look to throw here. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Detroit! Detroit!
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. David Njoku with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Browns are back within a score. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. Bailey now to kick this one away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
And out now, here come the Bengals. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw here on first down. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Hurry up, here we go.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Leopard! Back 99 Philly, here we go! Here we go now! Blue 90!
A handoff to Mixon. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Now, lucky 56, lucky 56, set, 319.
They'll run here with Mixon. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This is a 26-yard attempt. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
They run for it with Mixon, and he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage.